when we last left off, the party had, well, I should say, is everyone ready to begin before I launch off into.
Let's
I
do it.
was gonna get
Launch off
a
into last time on TNT.
I was gonna
You,
get a slice of cheesecake, but I'll do that at break time.
you can go run grab your cheesecake right now. Gives me a excuse to hold on for Kaylin to get here. I mean, I'm not stalling. You're stalling. Just tell me when you get back. They're already gone.
I'm going to change my settings so I can have it come out of my speakers real quick.
Okie dokie. Should I give this magic item to a monk? This very strong, potentially broken magic item. Yeah, why not?
She said, "Sure, why not?" I think I have it in the speakers now.
No, it's a magic item that, according to the creators, isn't that strong. And then you give it to a monk, and then it's super strong. It's like the
Oh,
whole oath of poverty thing,
mm-hmm.
where if you take it on anything else, it's okay. You put it on a monk, and it's just great.
So you remember like level adjustments and about that when you're making characters and
Yeah.
like 3.5 and everything. So I don't know what made me think of it today, but I remember the time I made a character and a buddy of mine was DMing for the first time, and we're like level 7. So I had just enough levels that I could be a level 1 rogue as a pixie.
I don't know what that entails. I
So
didn't play
so
3.5.
so
I
so
almost started playing 3.5.
yeah, but back then though, so when you made a character that wasn't like races had a level adjustment automatically. So like basically, if you had a level adjustment of 4, you can't even roll the character until the party's level 5, and on top of that, your class is you're only gonna have one class level because then you have the monster levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, cool. I'm just gonna roll a pixie rogue because it's broken. Because the Pixie in 3.5 had greater invisibility at will.
That's yeah, I could see that.
So I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. I was like, I'm gonna be a level 1 Pixie Rogue, and then he's like, oh, but we're level 7 party. I go, yeah, man, I know, but I gotta take my my level hit. And he goes, oh no, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. I go, bro, I need to take this level hit. He goes, don't. And I go, all right, buddy, you asked for it. So now I'm just flying around. Yeah, I do 1d2 damage, but man, I get sneak attack every fucking
Okay, I'm
swing.
back. Sorry.
Welcome back. Okay, so um I have an idea for you on what I could give you. Do you want option 1 or 2? Option 1 is not a dagger, option 2 is. Both would give you a different way of doing stuff.
Are they both magic, or is one magic, one's not?
Both are magical.
Oh, I'm just gonna go with one because I'm a twin and I was the first one born, so I was just baby girl 1 before I got named.
I
So I'm just gonna go with 1.
I didn't know you were a twin. All right, I will have that appear then.
I'm just glad they're not identical.
Why?
Because I don't want to walk by. I just randomly slap her ass a lot, right? And I don't want
Yeah.
to walk by
You
and
do with your
touch
SO.
the wrong. I don't want to walk by and touch the wrong ass.
Fair enough.
Wait, like you're a twin in real life or a twin in the game?
No, in real life.
All right, I'm shocked, but I love that.
All right. So, you got your cheesecake?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's delicious.
They're really good.
Cool.
It's Caitlin's recipe.
All right. So, when we last left off, the party had left from clearing out the ruins of the temple next to Coneyberry and traveled on their way towards the farm of Big Al. Upon arriving to Big Al's farm, things were amiss. From corpses in the fields to it being utterly silent. When you had started investigating, Big Al approached the party while within hiding. Seems that he probably was waging some sort of one-man guerrilla warfare by himself when you all showed up. And by the time that the party reconvenes, the orcs were dead, as Obi and Ginkgo had decided to scout ahead and didn't go too well, but thankfully Triss was able to just absolutely long shot snipe the orcs while Scarlet, Lothar, and Draxus rode in like bats out of hell to cut them down to save their party members. As the party regroups at the end of the fight, Obi and Ginkgo, you see a new individual that you had not seen before with the party. A fairly tall, rugged-looking orcish fellow wearing a plaid shirt and big old straw hat, and he seems to be cleaning and kind of like looking at a gun that he's holding that uh, seems to be broken. Ginkgo, you do know this is a gun due to your travels. Obi, you're unsure of what it is, but it does seem familiar as a gnome craft invention of some sort. Though the ruggedness and stark brutality of it does remind you of dwarvish smithing as well. So what do you all do as you reconvene?
My dear Ginkgo, I am so glad you have left yourself relatively unscathed through this matter.
What?
He died. That's very fucking scathed.
What?
It's from an episode of, sorry, it's from an episode of actually.
Oh.
Because in The Hobbit, they finished throughout the battle relatively unscathed. He died. I think that's pretty fucking scathed.
Oh.
I just yelled at him that I only had 11 hit points out of 27, so I was like, that's scathed! And he's like, so sorry, that's fine.
I'm just gonna give the horsey some lovin's, unless it's a dead horsey. Then I'm just gonna.
I don't
Yeah,
wanna break
two
it
of the
to you.
horses are dead.
Well, fuck. Never mind.
One of them is still alive.
Okay, that one.
And
gets
we're
all
gonna
my
call
love.
him Lucky.
Obi, still exhausted from battle, turns away from the house and notices yet another orc figure and just blindly starts running in his direction.
My dears, boy, hold up.
It's
Hey.
another fucking orc! There are 9 of them bastards in the house. This one's gonna kill us all.
So this individual is definitely on our side of this battle, as he came in with us and fought it alongside of us.
You can just yeet him. We all yeeted him. You can just yeet him.
I'm gonna like run and tackle him to the ground.
Get the fuck off me!
He's not our enemy. Calm down.
Can I just like suck enough blood out of Obi to where like he passes out?
You can try. Obi, do you resist?
Well, I'm kind of already pinned, so it's kind of hard.
Can I just start humming a lullaby to help ease him into sleep?
Sure. Go ahead.
I wasn't prepared for this.
Shut your eyes, close your mouth.
Dream, 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 dream. I know what you were referencing.
Fine, Obi passes the fuck out.
Oh
I
no.
won't make sure you do.
We're not just making it like this. Scarlet, roll me a bite attack.
Fucking Shark Boy and Lava Girl land.
That's vampiric fight, right?
To hit and all that, just to see if it's a crit. You have advantage. He is pinned down. Roll again. You do have advantage. You just did damage the first time. All right, yeah, 20 would definitely hit. Scarlet, how many days has it been since you last fed on blood?
Ever since the Sturge attack.
So that's what, at least 4?
I think. Well, no, because I don't know. Well, I don't know if it counts or if it was before or after. But when we were in Obi's old town, I went in the bar and I ate a raw piece of meat with blood on it still.
One moment.
Yeah, I think the last time was when she technically licked it off Obi's arm during that Sturge attack when she wasn't here.
Sorry, Obi, I love you.
One moment. Game is going to be paused for a little bit. Sorry. Just dealing with some stuff.
No worries.
Lo siento, mis amigos.
No worries.
Donde está mi pantalones?
Where are your pants?
Mi pantalones está no aquí.
You don't have pants. Cool.
Los noches, la fiesta y mi pantalones.
You lost your pants last night at a party.
Donde está biblioteca?
Where's the library?
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
You like Taco Bell. No, technically, you love Taco Bell.
Wait, we're supposed to be wearing pants right now?
I do love me some Taco Bell.
See,
The fucking raw chicken tacos with that spicy ranch. Ooh.
Anywhom, yeah. So, where were we? Yeah, Scarlet.
I think Scarlet was
it's
gonna try
been-
and kill Obi.
Yeah, it's been a while since you last fed. Yeah.
I wasn't gonna kill him.
You sure? He's only got 12 hit points.
Yes,
Yeah.
but she would have to do a lot of damage to kill him.
This is more so knocking me
Slightly make
unconscious.
him sleepy.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say, Scarlet, Obi's blood's tasting pretty good right now. It's been a while since you fed. Can you give me a wisdom saving throw to see if you can hold yourself back?
God. What, Kalen just hopped in?
Yep. Yeah, you're easily able to hold yourself back. You've got a lot more self-restraint than you even give yourself credit for. You do drain Obi a little bit of blood, just enough to make him a little bit sleepy, but not enough to really do any significant long-term damage to him.
Also, so welcome
Here's
to
a
the game,
tactic.
Kalen. You came in just in time to see Bailey's character sucking me off.
Big Al kind of watches this happen, shifts
So what, would I
uncomfortably.
just go down to 1, or do I not take
No.
damage since it's out of combat?
I was just wanting to know if it was a crit or not. You're not taking any damage.
Gotcha.
Big Al kind of shifts uncomfortably, then kind of like looks over to Lothar. Are all of your companions so gung ho to kill orcs?
My dear sir, I would not believe that it is necessary that they are gun ho to kill orcs. He is mildly bloodthirsty from the battle in which he just assumed. I do not feel like there should be any fear or disregard for your life, sir.
There's already been too much life lost here. If I'm buried amongst the dead, it'll just be another body. He, as he's saying this, he actually is going over to the horses, though, and he clicks his tongue. Shame. I don't mind myself, but these uns, they didn't deserve this.
No, sir, it is tragic when any life is lost unnecessarily.
But you done saved my ranch quite a good bit. So I guess some sort of a thanks is in order. You know, once you all clean yourselves up and a lot, you all free to stay the night. There's and he points to one of the burned down places. There was the place where all the hands slept, but it's kind of no longer there. If you got camping equipment, camp wherever. Feel free to pick what you need from the farm. And he kind of looks at the horse. I'm gonna have to salvage some of this meat so it don't go to waste.
Wait, what did they kill?
The three horses that you guys found in Coneyberry, two of them had died in the fight.
Their legs got decapitated.
Well, we're bringing them back to life and killing them again. Right, exactly. You tell him. Gryffindor agrees.
Hufflepuff.
See, while I'm holding Obi down, I'm gonna use like 10 points of my lay on hands and 10 on Ginkgo as well.
You kind of don't need to have me tackled anymore. Bailey sucked me off to unconscious.
You're not unconscious.
The best
You're
kind
just
of
woozy.
unconscious.
You wish.
If you want to go night night, Ginkgo will do a little lullaby. You can go night night.
Are you gonna go Jigglypuff on me?
Go night night, bitches. My dear sir, I greatly do appreciate the ability for us to harbor here in this time. We do have some questions in which we had come to ask you as we are trying to venture further.
All ears. Ask away. He said you see at this point he's like actually like hefting up like one of the horse legs and kind of like he doesn't care he's getting bloody. He's like moving it over to the side, trying to like start hanging it up on something to start getting the blood to dry out.
And why is that so attractive?
Alexa, stop. Ask away. I'm
We,
sorry. It's been a day. Your name was again?
I'm sorry, sir. My name is Lothar.
Lothar.
We are but merely a group of traveling people trying to do the best we can and helping other folk.
All right. Well, what can I do to help you help others?
We seem to be in search of a friend of ours.
Hmm.
Our friend Sildar is missing at the current moment, and we believe that he is being held with the tribe of arrows. It is arrows, right?
It wasn't Sildar, it's Gundren.
Oh,
Sildar,
Gundren. Yeah,
y'all.
sorry.
Yeah. But yes,
Right.
it's the many arrows tribe.
Our friend Gundren, he is missing right now, and the many arrows tribe we believe has him captive. It is our current objective to go and save him from such perils in which he is facing at this moment.
Well, looking for the many arrows tribe, you're gonna be looking all over the place, but I do know where there's a bunch of orcs. My grandpappy was from them, so I grew up hearing stories about them and actually went visiting. Wasn't received very warmly, but I went visiting where they're at and point you in the direction.
That would be most gracious of you, sir.
Yeah, of course. Um, I feel like directions is a little bit too little for what y'all done for me today. Is there anything else I can offer you? I'm really just a farmer, a rancher at the moment, but I did have a bit of spunk in me back in the day.
Hmm?
Do you have an option of hiring another person into the group? Is this what this is? I'm assuming.
No,
Oh, okay, good. If you would happen to
there's
have,
only so many NPCs I can deal with.
yeah, no, that's I know 100% get you on that one. I mean, is there any supplies in which we can use weapons of sorts, elixirs, any remedies that you may have laying around? As I'm sure we are about to venture in a very difficult situation.
You don't
He
happen to have
scratches
another
the
one of those spare boomsticks, do you?
he scratches the scruff on his chin. I ain't got another one of them. He chuckles. Boomsticks. It's a pepper box, by the way. However, I do. One moment. The orcs didn't really do too much to it, and he goes into his house, and eventually he comes back He says, back when I was a traveling sort, I did have a few things that helped me on my journeys. I got enough for just one application, and he uh, pulls out what looks like a big vial of ink, but the ink itself has like this deep blue sapphire sparkle to it. And he has a bit of what looks to be a hammer and a needle on the other side. A little bit of stick and poke.
My dear friend, may I ask what a stick and poke is?
He sets it down off to the side on the porch swing. And he lifts up the sleeve of his shirt, and you see that on the upper half of his arm leading into his back is what looks to be tattoos that shine with a magic of their own.
I want it.
I want a tattoo on my back.
I can get you tattoos, but this is special ink. Normal ink I can tattoo.
Ironically, I was looking to get a tattoo. What does this?
What
What does the ink do?
Well, this ink, more particularly, tends to bolster. This ink tends to bolster one's strikes with a how to put it. He kind of takes a few steps back. Here, I'll give you a little demonstration. And have you ever seen somebody like shotgun reload their fists in a fight? The whole like I just mimed it and y'all can't see me.
Nope.
Is it like what Yang does in the movie?
Yes.
Kind of, where like they punch towards the ground with both their fists before they're about to get into a fight.
No.
I used to do it all the time during kickboxing.
Yeah, it's to loosen the elbow joint.
Yeah. He does that, and the ink from on top of his shoulders seems to launch down towards his forearms and even onto the tips of his fingers. Like it travels down to his body. And he starts throwing punches in the air, and rather than it just being shadow boxing, large claws of black ink seem to reach out from his arms and strike the air in front of him as he lets out a flurry of blows, much similar to that of a Kinko that you know.
Well, I do believe I can think of someone in our party that might benefit from such a venture of modifications.
Let me guess. He points to Scarlet. You look like the kind that'd break a man's jaw for looking at you funny.
Yeah. But it depends if I look funny at them first.
Fair enough. Who's you thinking about, Lothar?
Well, if you're using your fists as weapons, there's one among us who that is how they prefer to fight.
All right, and that'd be
My dear Skinko over here, a bit blooded, most of it not of his own, but is quite capable with the unarmed combats.
kind of looks you up and down, Ginkgo, and he says, how am I going to tattoo feathers?
You're the magic man.
You're right. Kind of approaches you, Ginkgo, and kind of gives you a once over and kind of nods. You got anything in mind, or is this something that you don't want?
I just lift up my foot and I just, because it's skin, it's not feathers, and I just stare at it.
Oh, my first impression was going to be your beak. Although I don't know if that hurt. I mean, tattoos hurt me.
Face tat for the bird.
That's what I just
Yep.
said.
That would be awesome.
Edgy.
Ginkgo.
Ginkgo is a punk bird. Yeah, I nod.
Well, do you want it on your feet or do you want it on your beak?
We'll do beak. Just
All
gonna
right.
keep. I just take one finger and I just point at my beak.
All right. Well, it'll take a while to for me to do this. Y'all'd have to stay a bit. Sticking poke's not exactly a quick process. But beyond that, y'all rode those horses pretty good. Granted, they didn't exactly make it.
No, I will say I do not believe that was necessarily on the ill will of us.
No, I
The
understand.
horses most certainly served their purposes. I did not wish for them to have perished in such a horrific way.
I understand, and not exactly a fan of them perishing, but it happens. Especially when you're going to save your friends. All right.
Question: where's Lennar?
Back at the cart.
Back at the cart where you left him.
We told him he'd be safer there.
Y'all keep telling him to stay in the back, and he's just like not able to get any combat experience.
He's touching his toe in the water. Okay, he didn't do any murdering stuff before this. Okay, murdering's new to
I
him.
gotta get him better day vision goggles, and I need to make myself apparently some night vision goggles. It'd be great.
He needs some armor.
Hey, there's a purpose
Well-
for all the mithril I've been saving, okay?
Well, I'll tell you what. I got some saddles and such. Why don't you keep that final horse there as a thank you? A tattoo and a horse. And some saddles, too. I'm afraid I ain't got no armor, so
Could you make it 2 tattoos? I actually have a favor to ask myself.
it won't be able to carry the same sort of weight that this one does. It's my last vial. Didn't think I'd have to use it, but I mean, it's just a sitting around gathering dust.
No, it's just for pure aesthetics and for my own purposes.
Shoot, go ahead.
I hand him the paper that has all my tenants on it, and I was like, I want this going across my back, if that's at all possible. I was gonna be getting him when we got to Neverwinter, but we haven't gotten there yet myself.
I can do that.
How much?
Call it a thank you. Y'all pitched in.
Also, Obi, Ginkgo, don't forget to heal up 10 points because I use my lay on hands on you.
Oh, thank you.
How's everybody's health? I mean, because I'm assuming we're done for the day, so I can burn my
Prayer healing.
Yep. Hell, I can pump it twice, really, if I need to. So I'm gonna go ahead and pump it once while we're all like hanging around and doing fun stuff. Oh no, I'm sorry, I can only pump it one more time. I only have one more spell.
Since he's gonna give me a tattoo, can I be nice? I want to just start dragging the bodies away from his house. Just want to take all the dead bodies because I killed quite a few. Want to
Yeah.
get them away from the house.
Yeah. Definitely can be done.
Yay! Everybody heal 13.
You gonna include Big Al in that?
You know it. I was gonna, as he was doing a tattoo, I was actually gonna. That's the time I was gonna be casting it in that time. That way, everybody was next to each other.
All right. So, Big Al brings you all into his house, and I'm going to drag you all into his house. Says, I ain't got a place for this to really be done unless y'all want to, like, I don't know, set out a I don't know. It really has been a while. I wasn't done moving, y'all. Y'all are gonna be in his living room. There's nothing in here because it's meant to be a super simple battle map. And it is.
Oh, there it is.
Yep. So he pulls out a chair and puts it in front of you, Ginkgo, and says, "All right, well, do you first, because you're getting the special stuff. You got any idea on how you want it to look?"
I take out because I carry around pen and paper, so it's easier.
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna start drawing something. I'm gonna find something one moment.
Yeah, go ahead. He turns to you. Well, Ginkgo's drawing the design that he has in mind. He turns to you, Draxus, and says, "Them tenants," he said. "Is there any sort of calligraphy that you want, or do you just want the words? I can't do anything too fancy, but I can do something."
You know, I will trust you to make it look fanciful and as nice as you can. I believe
All
in
right. I have to warn you, I do have dyslexia, so if some of the words are misspelled,
you. Oh boy. Take it slow then. Make it look kind of like what's on the scroll.
I'll do my best. But the last time I did words, a man ended up walking away with a tattoo that said "no regrets."
Not even one letter.
Oh,
I
I'm
think
just
somebody
messing
should.
with you. I'll get you right.
it reminds me of somebody got a tattoo and it says it was supposed to say everything's fine, but said everything's fine.
By the way, I do apologize for what I said when we first met. I didn't mean anything by it.
I understand not a lot of people take too kindly to orcs on first glance. No hard
Yeah,
feelings.
sorry for the whole Russian mute thing. There were a lot of them.
And you're a small man.
Yeah,
I would
well,
have just
He's
yeeted
a
him.
small man.
but yeah, someone keep watch over the tattoo process to make sure everything goes right.
I'm just gonna sit here and watch it because one, I like watching people drawing other people, and two, I feel like being lazy.
Fair enough.
Wait,
I
a
don't know
question,
what
Big
all
Al.
the. Yeah, sure.
If you know things about ink, do you know anything about this bottle that Lothar found?
Yeah, shoot. Hand it.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah, kind
black
of.
vial of death.
Yep. Do you hand it over?
I do.
He takes it, kind of gives a very scrunched up face when he sees it, and says, "Uh, I I don't know what. I ain't never seen ink that made my stomach churn, but I don't I don't know. I don't know about this kind of stuff."
I understand. I do appreciate you checking into it. I just would rather not do anything hastily with it until I'm further aware of the situations.
Tattoo me with it.
Uh,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
as he still has it, he kind of uncorks it to kind of like get a better look at it, and rather than it just being ink, smoke starts billowing out of it. What do all of you do?
Well, I immediately hold my breath and I try and cork it.
I
All
was
right,
gonna say, like the next
make me
time
a
we get an
dexterity
enemy,
save.
like tattoo the person with it, our next enemy, to torture them and see what it does.
You're able to cork it before anything too overt happens. The room around you does seem to be lingering with what smoke did come out, though.
I'm gonna open one of the
Smells.
windows, try
It
and get it out.
smells like sulfur, like rotten eggs.
I'm assuming these are windows on the bottom.
Those are windows, yeah.
I'm gonna open them to try and let it out.
Big Al coughs. Smells worse than pig pen. Where'd you find this?
I found it in Coneyberry in a house that was abandoned, and this was sitting on the writing table. I found out it does have conjuration magic within it. I was just unsure what else it poses.
Didn't it have a creepy doll with it?
My dear, there was a creepy doll, and
Well,
I'd forgotten until just now.
well, if you ever find yourself in the company of a more arcane sort, like a one of them learned wizards, I'm sure they'd be able to figure it out for you.
I do have such person in mind capable. It shall be a few more evenings at least until we see each other again. But if I do not find out before then, I will find him.
Fair enough. All right. You find something, uh, Tree?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find a good image, like what, just something. Basically, I think I'm gonna do like a Buddhist kind of symbol. Just trying to find which one. I was thinking Om, but I don't think I want to do the Om symbol or not.
Conspiracy theory. Lothar's first boyfriend was his war buddy.
That's where Ginkgo and Lothar met.
Yeah.
It was a companionship that I had never once found before, and doubt I'd ever find again.
It's just the cutest.
But they
These are
pulled the
like real life relationship goals right there, man.
Yes.
they pulled the Spartan War Buddy deal.
So, we'll say this. Uh, it will cover your entire beak for the magic to be able to set in. It has to expend all of the ink in that vial.
Okay, then tomorrow I'm gonna actually physically draw it in my sketchbook and upload a photo.
Yeah, sure.
Sounds
So, Big Al begins to work. Uh, he says, "I do apologize, but I'm gonna need you to hold still." And kind of like grabs the bottom of your beak and kind of holds your head still as he kind of inspects the top of your beak, rubs
It's
his
like when I
thumb
have to
along,
get boogers out of my dog's eye.
kind of rubs his thumb alongside your beak to get the feeling of like how the needle is going to be up against it. Rather, since it's not skin, it's more of a what's what are birds' beaks made out of? Keratin, I do believe.
Yeah.
And he thinks about it. It's like tattooing a tiefling's horns. All right, I can work with this.
Wait, I can
And
tattoo my horns?
you can tattoo your horns. You can tattoo anything of your body. People tattoo their eyes.
Fair
I don't
point.
recommend it. And he starts going to work. And Ginkgo, it's a very weird feeling because it's like your entire mouth and part of your skull is ringing with every hit. And you're actually noticing that with each knock of the needle and hammer that he's doing, he's almost carving a little bit of your beak out. So it's a little bit of an indentation as well. And it takes him maybe about an hour. He's really quick with this, but it still takes time. About an hour, he's got half of your beak done. He shakes his wrists off and says, "All right, I'm gonna get myself a drink from the kitchen. Y'all are welcome to get yourself whatever them orcs didn't massacre in the kitchen." And I'll be back. Talk
gonna-
amongst yourselves.
I'm going to.
Rest up.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go to the kitchen. I'm gonna try and find a bottle of any liquor.
You go into the kitchen, and you see that Big Al's got a keg of water that he's getting a mug full of from. He says, "Can I help you find something?"
After the ordeals in which we have sustained over the last couple of days, I was trying to find a stiffer drink.
Oh, you want to go down to the cellar then?
Do I have your
How's that?
permissions to wander in there?
Yeah, go right ahead. Just don't get anything from the way back. That's where I keep my good stuff.
My sir, I don't need anything fancy. I just need something that goes down.
Fair enough. Yeah, the good stuff's for selling. Everything else, that's for drinking.
I go down to find a bottle or
All
two.
right. So you go down into the cellar, and it's a fairly stark cellar. There's not really too much of note of it, other than the fact that he does have wine bottles and such sitting in the cellar, and in the back there is a different, like the way back of the cellar is a smaller set of wine bottles. Each of them have a tag on them that uh, says they're from Butterskull Ranch, and it has that similar skull that had been seen on the brandings of the horses and the cow that you had found earlier.
I'm gonna cast detect magic.
You cast Detect Magic. There is nothing magical down here.
It's cool. Just checking. All right, I grabbed two of those bottles in the back because I'll pay him for them.
In the way back,
Yeah, you said with the Skull Ranch thing on it.
all of them have the skull on them. That's his.
Oh.
That's his brand.
Okay.
There's the back, which is where wine is kept, but then there's the way back, which is where the good wine is kept for selling.
Yeah, I'll grab I'll grab a couple of the for just for drinking, and I'll grab one for selling. Cause I'll buy a bottle off of them.
All right. You come back up, and Big Al looks at you and sees the three bottles and says, "Having a party tonight, are we?"
My dear sir, I've seen too many lives lost in my days, and you have to cherish these victories. Even if it's a small party, we should celebrate.
Fair enough.
Mourn
Buying
those
a
that are
bottle of
lost.
wine.
I do wish to buy one from you as well, sir.
All right. Well, we can worry about it later. Just crack it open.
Very
I'm
well.
not gonna partake tonight. I got a berry.
I understand, and I will gladly help you with any of those situations in which you need it. My body is your tool for this.
Fair enough.
I
All
grab
right.
glasses and then basically pour out glasses. Like I put everything down in the kitchen, and then I just start pouring glasses for people from there.
All right. 1 second. I'm trying to pull up the price of this, and I'm there. That's what I'm thinking of. It's not in there. I do hope I have one PHB left that is not packed away.
I have my PHP right here in my hand.
Fantastic. I
Tell
have
him
a
what you need.
PHB. I was just gonna look up how much a bottle of fine wine was.
He is just flipping through pages. 1 second. He's at it. He just has to find it.
Here we are. Fine bottled wine is 10 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'll buy it from him.
Yep.
He said enough. I mean, a little easy sell ain't gonna hurt nothing.
All right. Eventually, he comes back and he continues on with the tattooing of Ginkgo's beak. And Ginkgo, as the final hammer stroke taps in and the tattoo is complete, he takes a step back and you feel magic rush throughout your entire body. Now I get to reveal something to you, Ginkgo. Actually, I'll just reveal it to everyone. There you go. I did not give it a picture. I was gonna wait for you to give the picture so I could put it in there.
Oh, sorry. I'll draw it tomorrow and I'll get it.
You're
sent up.
fine. You're fine. Not all the magic items that the game gives out for y'all have pictures. So I have given pictures to some of them. But yeah. And then turns to Draxus. All right, your tattoo that you were thinking of, Draxus. Your tenants.
Yes, sir.
All right, I need you to strip for me.
Everybody get their ones.
Yeah, everyone better get some silver ready to throw at me.
The man's wearing armor. I can't exactly do some stick and poke through armor.
We know, we're just teasing.
I just chuckle and I pull off my chainmail and I strip off from the top half.
All right.
I'm gonna whistle just to be that person.
Fair enough. Draxus, you begin to feel the stick and poke of the tattoo digging into your back as he begins putting your tenets in. It takes a little bit, considering your tenets are very fine, intricate work of letters, that he's doing more than just putting the words down. Does anybody other than Draxus, what are your languages?
Mine or
We'll start with
else's?
Ginkgo. We'll start with Ginkgo. Ginkgo, what languages do you speak?
I have Common, Goblin, Sylvan. Yeah, so those three.
Lothar, what
Goblin and
languages do
Sylvan.
you speak?
Common and Dwarvish.
Triss, what languages do you speak?
Common, Sylvan, Infernal, Elvish, Primordial, Draconic, and Undercommon.
Scarlet, what languages do you speak?
Say me.
Elvish. And common.
And Obi?
Common, Dwarvish, Elven.
None of you know how to read what he's putting on Draxus's back. It looks really pretty, though. It has a flourish to it, almost like Elven, but it's not Elven.
Oh, I know it is.
What is it?
I think it's Celestial.
Lothar, you've seen Holy Scripts before. You recognize this as Celestial. You don't know what it says, but
Yeah.
you do recognize the letters as Celestial. Occasionally, he has to
Don't even.
wipe away a little bit of blood from Draxus's back from the tattoo process. Draxus, unlike Ginkgo, where it's just carving into the keratin of Ginkgo's beak, he's actually digging into your body. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw to see how well you hold up to the tattooing process.
I'm hoping it's terrible. I'm hoping he's a squirmer.
He's a little bitch.
You are okay with it for about like the first maybe 30 minutes, and then you start feeling a little bit lightheaded as your body
Someone
begins
get
to
the man a Coke.
buzz.
Oh god.
Did that automatically roll with guidance? I noticed it. I don't think it did.
It does not. Guidance does not do for con saves.
Awesome.
It's only ability checks.
It's only ability checks.
And I mean, you gotta think about it, man. Back's a tender spot, man. You start hitting that spine, them shoulder blades, man.
Yeah.
That shit hurts. Trust me, I know.
Do you? It's not like I just realized that you had a tattoo on your back like 2 months ago.
Yeah, it's true.
I didn't know you had a tattoo on your back.
Yeah, it goes down my spine. It's like but third of my back, like lengthwise.
That's also why I looked at my foot because I have a tattoo on my foot.
Damn.
My feet sucked.
Oh, dude, I got my first one was on my foot, and holy shit, it was painful.
I have like the inside of my feet. Yeah, my ribs was actually okay.
Like when I did kickboxing, they like broke my ribs like multiple times. So like, just Perky putting like some weight with his hand is painful, and here I am like I'm going to get a tattoo on my rib cage.
Yeah.
No, for me it was my thigh. But I'd sat for like 6 hours to finish my sleeve, and then she started on my thigh piece. I'm like, my ears are ringing. I feel kind of funny. And she's like, oh shit, go get her a Coke.
Oh no, I loved it. I put a fencing staple in my hand at one point with a nail gun with a staple gun, and so it was embedded in the bone, right? So I go to the emergency room. I get them. They cut it out, and they get it out of the bone. And I'm like, oh man, okay, cool, it's done. At no point was I in any like pain or nothing. And then all of a sudden, like at that point, I think all my adrenaline just shut off because I'm sitting there with the nurse, and all of a sudden I looked at her and go, I think I'm about to pass out because I could feel like everything just waving through me.
Yeah. So yeah, Drax, as you're getting the tattoo, you're starting to feel a little bit funny. Do you say anything?
No, I'll try to power through.
All right, make me another Constitution saving throw. You are able to power through as Big Al gets done, wipes the rest of the blood off his back, and says, "All right, so with Ginkgo, you're fine. Your tattoo doesn't need any healing because it's not exactly like I was piercing flesh, just keratin. Draxus, you need to keep that clean. You need to make sure that you wash it regularly, and I'm gonna get you some ointment to put on it, and make sure." He looks to the rest of you. Make sure it does not get infected, otherwise the tattoo is going to be ruined.
My dear sir, can I cast a healing spell on him and we just rush the process?
Yeah, that'd do it.
Cool. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him because I'm not looking after his bloody ass.
He wouldn't need it anyway. He wouldn't need it anyway. He's immune to disease. Infection is technically a disease in 5e.
So, does a tattoo of a holy symbol technically count as a holy symbol?
It does not. It's just a tattoo.
It has to be a physical focus that you go through.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you cut off someone's flesh that had a holy symbol tattooed on it, maybe?
Holy fuck!
You're giving me ideas.
Yes.
Wait, what I missed?
No, we're gonna cut the flesh off of Draxus, and so he can use his tattoo as his holy symbol.
Oh god.
I
You
mean,
have to
to
hold
be
him
fair-
down.
Brian,
Oh my
look
God,
me in the
man.
eyes.
I got nothing. Nope, no baby. That's dark.
To be fair, one of the things that you can choose as your focus as a cleric or paladin is a religious object. One of the options that they give you is like a saint's bones or a saint's like severed finger.
Yeah, but it's just different. That's different. That's different.
It's like it's the same. It's literally somebody's body part that you're using.
But
I love it.
one's. I got nothing.
They used to make books out of people's skin.
The Necronomicon.
You cast the healing spell, and
I did.
Draxus, you feel a little less lightheaded now as the ringing in your ears goes away, and you're able to stand up with without any issues. And Big Al cleans his hands and cleans his tools off and says, "Well, it's getting late. Eat what you can from the kitchen. There's a few spare rooms upstairs if y'all want to crash here, or if you want to feel more comfortable crashing outside. I don't care so long as y'all don't end up trying to crash in my bedroom."
I mean, I'd be
But
okay with putting a bedroll down in this area too.
yep,
If we're running out of, I don't know how many bedrooms are upstairs, but
you ask.
yeah. May I ask how many rooms are upstairs?
Including mine, 5.
That's enough.
I was just gonna say, if it isn't, I'll just sleep in the corner over here because I'm actually kind of cozy in this corner.
Well,
Well,
then it appears like we all can have our own bedrooms in which we desire. Ginkgo and I will share in one room, and then there are other rooms as well. Holy shit, Lennar's outside.
That's what I was just gonna say. I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna go get Lennar.
Poor Lenore. We can't
Lenore, I
let you
Lennar
promise.
waiting this entire time. Saw you guys go into the house like, am I supposed to still be waiting here? Am I like lookout or something?
just put your head up and be like, come on.
Poor Lennar.
It's like that outdoor cat that you always forget about.
Right. Well, you guys go take care of that. Me and the rest of this bottle have a little something to do in the room.
Make sure you clean up afterwards.
Oh, I'm not gonna do it like that. That's a waste of alcohol.
No, I was saying your vomit afterwards.
I'm a dwarf. It's gonna take a lot more than that.
I was gonna.
Yeah.
I thought it was something else.
Yeah, that's where I thought he was going at first too. Like, it's got a hole.
As you say, I'm a dwarf. It'll take a lot more than that. He puts his hand on your shoulder, looks at you very seriously, and says, "And I'm a big ass orc, and that shit knocks me on my ass." And he just turns around and walks upstairs.
I guess, like, Lennar's gonna have to bunk with somebody, so I guess he could just bunk with me.
I'd like to sleep in a bed, actually. If that's alright.
You can share one with me. I'm not that much of a bed hog.
Oh, fucking shit.
So there are 5 bedrooms besides Big Al's, and then Ginkgo.
No,
and...
there's 4 bedrooms,
Oh, okay.
5 with big owls.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, Ginkgo and Lothar will share one for sure.
All right. All right, Ginkgo and Lothar, I'll just drag you all up to and room. There you go. Who else is gonna have a room?
I found my room. It is right here in this corner.
Fair enough.
I'll go wherever there's space. I can bunk down in the living room or whatever else.
All right,
Oop, somebody moved me to a hallway.
I did. I assume Draxus and Lenore are bunking.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to sleep in a bed with big bat wings. A small bed, anyway.
There you go. There, you get the smallest room, Obi.
Really?
I mean, I could put you in a smaller room. Hold still. There.
Oh my
you're now in
God.
a closet.
He's Harry Potter.
No, that's legitimately like some fucking Asian apartments where you have enough room to open the door and get through. And
Do you have me in a
What?
room with the married couple?
No,
I'm in a room with Genko.
shouldn't be.
Well, then there's a doppelganger.
Did you move?
No, I haven't touched it.
You need to reload.
Move me?
I did. That's why I said.
Yeah, I'm in a different spot now.
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to see Ginkgo or Lothar.
There's a Ginkgo right there.
There's not a Ginkgo right there.
Fucking bet.
I'm saying you
Wait.
need to reload.
Is it Lennar?
No, it's a Ginkgo.
That's so weird.
It's because you need to reload.
Brother, I am reloading. Calm your tits.
They shall not be calmed.
Kitty croissant?
Cool 'em then.
They will be cooled. They shall not be calmed. But yeah,
Now I can't see any. There we go.
as you all bunk down for the night, who all's drinking? And of the drinks that Lothar brought up, what are you drinking? The fine wine or the drinking wine?
I mean, did we have to go to bed so early? I thought we just find rooms. I can
It's
go back.
late, dude.
Fine. I'm drinking. I mean, I was just pouring out the cheaper stuff. I was gonna say the fine wine for later after we rescue Gundren.
Okay. Yeah, Big Al was thinking you all were going to drink the fine wine.
Oh no, I was gonna say the good one for when we rescue Gundren.
All right. So, you all drink. There's enough there for a decent buzz, but not enough to really get yourselves smashed.
We just
Except
trying to
Lennar.
unwind. We just trying to unwind, baby.
Lennar has like half a glass. He's like, that's my limit. But night eventually does come. You all are in a safe place, so you don't have to worry about watches. But if you would like to put a watch on, would you?
Old habits die hard.
All right.
I'd say Ginkgo and I can take the first watch.
All right. Do you suggest others to take watch?
I kind of bring it up that we're gonna go ahead and start a watch for the evening. This place was just ransacked. We know that the broken arrows are nearby, so we know it's not the most safe place. So just keep an eye out throughout the night. Won't hurt nothing.
Can I roll like a con saving throw to see if this wine really does knock me on my ass like Big Al said?
Oh no, it's not the fine wine. It would knock you on your ass.
Oh.
Big Al's fine wine, yeah. Everyone would be rolling con saves for that one.
I guess I could do second.
All right. Does anyone do third?
Do third.
I assume that means Draxus, you're going to do last.
Yeah, I'll do the last one.
All right.
Lennar says, I hope you don't mind, but I'd like to get a full 8 hours, if that's okay.
No, go ahead. I can't stop thinking about the fight we just got through, and I'm gonna just stay up for a little bit.
Fair enough.
All right. Lothar and Ginkgo, one of you can make me the check at advantage, or you can both make a perception check. What would you like to do?
I would say Ginkgo make a perception check as I'm casting guidance.
All right. So Ginkgo, advantage plus D4. Give me a perception check. $22 plus a D4.
Are you dumb?
25. You're pretty sure that you guys have nothing to worry about. Pretty sure. Obi, you said you were on second watch.
Yeah.
You hear a knock on your door, and as would it be Ginku or Lothar that would alert Obi to?
I would go up and do it.
All right. That your watch has come. Obi, you can make me a perception check. A 23. You're pretty sure that Jaraxus snores. And that everything seems safe. Seems safe.
Hold on. Bilal's in the room with your exes? Or is he by himself?
Lennar. Could be
Okay.
it could be Lennar, but it seems a little too bassy to be Lennar.
I'll be nice. I'm going to slowly open the door and approach
Nice to
Jaraxus.
graduate.
What was that?
Okay. Make me a stealth check. Draxus, what's your passive perception?
11.
Okay, so it's 6 then, because you're asleep. And Lennar's you definitely beat Lennar's with a 20. So, Obi, you successfully stealth your way into Draxus's room. What do you do?
I approach him while he's sleeping and slap his face and be like, could you be any fucking quieter? There are others trying to sleep.
Draxus, you are awoken.
So I sleep with my hand on the sword, so I'm gonna end up being startled and probably swing on accident.
Make me an attack at disadvantage because you are prone as you're sleeping. I'm pretty sure a 10 does not hit you, Obi.
No, it does not.
You're able to dodge out of the way, expecting a blow from waking him up in a violent, sudden way. You're able to dodge away from the blade as it swings through the air.
Jesus Christ, man. All I'm getting at is I was on watch on the clear other side of the hallway, and it sounded like your ass was snoring right next to my fucking ear. Just try to keep it down, okay? That's all I'm asking.
Do you want to end up dying? You don't want to come and startle somebody while they're sleeping like that.
I have my days. And then I just walk out and close the door.
All right. As your watch comes to an end, Triss. You can make your check for perception for your watch.
1 second. It's taking forever.
That's fine.
Perception.
Yes. With a 13, you're pretty sure that there's nothing to fear this night.
Yay.
Draxus. As you go back to sleep, you get a dream.
What the fuck?
You find yourself in a place that you have found yourself before, back when you first grabbed hold of Hellfire. You find yourself in a torture chamber. It's slightly different, more full. And there's a new guest there, trapped away in what looks to be an arcane circle of sorts that seems to be glowing with a deep, dark, red-black rune circle that surrounds it, is the demon that you had just most recently defeated.
Can I torture him? I feel like I want to torture him.
You're, as far as you know, you're alone in here. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna walk up to him, just stare him. I assume he has eyes. Straight
He
into
has
him
eyes.
and tell him, "See, I told you wouldn't be coming back anytime soon." I assume I would have my sword with me. Can I like hit him with it, or is it
Yeah.
too big of a cage?
Make me an attack roll. Yeah, that would definitely hit. With a 26, you lash out at this demonic being, cutting a huge swath through its form before you hear, "Welcome back." Sorry, wrong voice. "Welcome back, Draxus. Good to see you again." You turn around and you see the one who had given you this sword, your patron of a sort.
I'm just gonna stare at the demon, watching him bleed for a minute before I turn around and I greet her, and I even give a bow.
Good job.
He can't get out of there, can he? Right?
No, at least not until I want him to. Which is, she thinks for a moment, probably going to happen in about 7 days. We're going to take him over to the abyss, then kill him there so that his soul is gone for good.
Good. I don't want that bastard ever coming back to the surface ever again.
A little pro tip for you. If you want to kill a demon for good, then you need to kill them in the abyss. Otherwise, they come back. Generally for vengeance. They will hunt you down.
I just send him right back to you again.
Good to know. So, Jaraxis, you've been quite a good boy. And I think a good boy deserves a reward.
I try, my lady.
So, there is one thing that I ask of you for this reward.
Anything.
She walks over to where you had spilled this demon's blood. She takes a vial out from one of the torture racks. She scoops up the demonic ichor that spilled from him. She turns and she corks it and she offers it to you.
What will this do?
What you're going to do is when you wake up, you're going to go put this in that well outside the house.
What for?
For your reward. She smiles.
What will it do?
It will allow a portal to come so that my kind, should they wish, have a easier time coming out. Think of it as a way for if you need to call us, we have a way to get to you, should you need.
You won't harm Big Al, right? I mean, he helped us.
I won't harm him, no.
Well,
I promise.
I'd like to know that none of you would harm him. He's a good person.
She puts her hands up so that you can see she's not crossing her fingers or anything. I promise you that none of the devils under my command or anybody else that I am aware of that is here down in these hells will harm Big Al.
Okay, well, I have one favor I want to ask first.
May I hear it?
I want to beat this thing within an inch of its life and ask it a few questions. I won't kill it.
She gives you a very wicked grin. How about we make it a little bit better for you? Have you ever used torturer's tools?
No, not yet. But I would like to learn.
Then let's teach you. Draxus, as your patron begins to teach you, how willing are you to learn this dark art of torturing? How deep and depraved do you get into it?
Just because the demon was also a bad person and deserves to know the pain that it caused, very into it.
All right. Good to know. I will not get into the details of the torturing just because I am not going to do such a thing. I'm pretty sure y'all don't want to hear what sort of things that a devil could get up to when it comes to torture.
I do. I do.
But let's just say, Draxus, she teaches you how to take your time and savor every little aspect of their excruciating pain.
So with it being down here, does it look more humanoid or still like the token you had showed?
It looks the exact same. It's more solid, but it's still the same.
I'd say like while we're torching out, ask who brought it, why it did the things it did to my family and to the town.
All right, make me an intimidation check. As I need to pull up its stats.
So given the fact we're torturing it, would that come under advantage?
Normally yes, however, not for this being. Nice. After a while, it begins to give in to your will. It says, I will talk, I will talk. You have proven your strength. Ask your question again.
Who sent you to attack Coneyberry?
The hag.
Why? Like, why did she need me? Do you have that kind of information?
I don't know.
Who would know?
I don't know.
Do you think he's telling the truth?
She smiles. You can always push.
Yes, but
She
if we
takes one of
kill
the
him, then
blades
he's gonna
and
come
puts it in
back.
your hand. She takes one of the blades and puts it in your hand. He's not dead yet.
I would continue pushing because I need answers.
Make me another intimidation check. As you push further, the demon shrinks away, but he has nowhere to go, trapped inside this magical circle. As you push further, it tries lashing out, but is unable to, stopped by the magical bindings. It says, "The hag would know. Perhaps some of my other, perhaps some of the others I came with."
Where would they be? Give me locations.
We split up after we came to the surface.
So you have no idea where any of your friends are.
He thinks for a moment. One of them. One of them liked to be around fire. Perhaps on Mount Hope now.
Mm.
Just tell me absolutely anything you may know. I want to know everything that's in that little head before you vanish for good.
Uh, all right. The demon begins to sputter and tell you things that you know just from the way he's acting and what he is are misdirections and lies, trying to tell you what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. Saying things like, "We came under the hag's will to slaughter all that was in the village. It was a mistake that you got away." You know that's a lie.
Can I
You know
smack
that.
him again for that?
What was that?
It's like, can I smack him again for that for lying to me, knowing the fact I know it's not true?
Yeah.
Another intimidation, I'm guessing?
No. At this point, he is very much getting close to death. Do you want to continue to push?
If I know he's close to death, then no, because I know if I kill him, then he'll just end up coming back up top and not be gone.
All right. Then that's all you're going to be able to get from him. Our time is running short.
How does the sworn enemy thing? Do I have to like pick somebody, or is it just like
What do you
based
mean?
on like on the tenants? It talks about having sworn enemies that I can't ignore. Like period. Do you have to actually like vow somebody as like a sworn enemy, like a demon, or is that just like based on the character?
It varies from character to character. It doesn't have to be a single person. It can be a group of people. It could be like, I hate all kobolds. Every kobold in existence must die, kind of thing.
Not Lennar.
I was using that as an example. I said kobold because I looked at Lennar, who is a
Okay.
kobold.
I got you.
Fine, every dwarf in existence.
Slaughter the Obi.
Or it could be specifics like Ginkgo defiled the lands of my people because they picked up a coin that they liked, so I must slaughter Ginkgo.
Try it.
Bye bye, Ginkgo.
I'll slap a bitch.
Same. I will die for that bird.
I just kind of like hand her back her knife and just start slowly walking away from him.
As you slowly walk away, do you take the vial that was handed to you? It's sitting off to the side because you had to set it down for the torture.
I do.
All right. As your eyes flutter awake to the sound of Triss knocking on your door to alert you that it is your shift, you find that in your hand is that vial.
I'd hide it in my pocket and then get up.
Triss Draxus opens the door.
Your turn. Bye.
Draxus, for your shift, would you like to make a perception check, or would you like to go and do some clandestine things?
Yeah, first I'm gonna go to Obi's room and choose to scare the crap out of him as well, since he did me.
All right, make
Tit
me
for
a
tat.
stealth check. Obi, what's your passive perception?
16.
Say, I'm not trying to be
So,
subtle. I'm just like literally gonna walk to his door and just shove it right open and scream at him, "Get up, you drunk!"
Obi, even amongst your unconscious state, you hear Draxus's heavy footfalls before he even reaches your door, and you're already awake by the time he opens the door.
I told you once. Stop being so loud when you're asleep. And now you're even louder when you're awake. Like, do you have any sort of volume control at all?
I mean, not really. You saw me in that goblin cave. I was not discreet. I don't try to be.
Draxus, you feel a pillow smack the back of your head.
Okay, good night. Have fun.
You turn around, see Lennar in a nightgown, just looking up at you with bleary eyes. Said I wanted 8 hours of sleep. Why are you screaming?
Because he did it first. I'm sorry.
You better sing him a lullaby to put that sweet little boy to sleep.
Obi hollers back, is like, see? There's a reason why.
Lennar picks up the pillow and walks back to his bed.
Because we mentioned it earlier, I totally do go over there and do the Shark Boy song.
Make me your performance check.
Oh no.
Sing it.
Lennar goes to sleep quite rapidly with this. Probably because he's tired too. Obi, do you go back to sleep?
My job's over. I'm going to sleep.
All right. Draxus, do you want to take your watch or do you want to do clandestine things?
What was that?
Do you want to take your watch or do you want to go put the vial in the well?
I'm gonna go and put the vial in the well and sit outside for my watch.
All right.
Just to make sure nothing goes shit sour.
It's gonna go
All right. Make me another stealth check. Sleight of hand would also be acceptable if you don't want the penalty because of armor.
Oh, that's true. Still just as bad.
Thankfully, everyone's asleep. But Obi, you happen to hear Draxus go down the stairs, and you're awoken once again to the sound of the door downstairs creaking open. Your bed is next to a window, and you're able to see into the night. Draxus is doing something by the well. It's a little distant. It's not, you're not able to make out what it exactly is, but you do see him like fiddle with the well a little bit from what it looks like before Draxus starts to do his watch. Draxus, you can make me a perception check now. You're pretty sure, Draxus, that everything is peaceful tonight. The crickets are kind of loud, buzzing in your ear, screaming their nightly song.
Real quick. So,
Yeah, go ahead.
after saying Jiraxis out the well, Obi tries to go back to sleep, but now curiosity's killing him, so he's just gonna keep watching out the window and see what Jiraxis is doing.
At this point, you see Draxus taking his watch.
Say before Obi actually wakes up, I'm gonna go outside of his door and fake snore just to bug him.
I was waiting for somebody to do the cricket thing.
Crickets.
I was actually heading over to do that when Perky fucking chimed up. What'd you say you were doing, Perky?
Fake snoring outside of your room once it was time for everyone to get up.
I swear I'm going to knock him on his ass.
Can I prepare for the door to come flying open and just playfully shove him?
Yeah. I'll say make me an insight check to see it, or a perception check to see if you're able to judge the timing. Yeah, you're definitely able to judge the timing. Obi, you go to open the door and are shoved back.
You are trying your damnedest to piss me off, aren't you?
Wakey, wakey, hands off Snakey.
Is it possible I can make everybody breakfast, even with, like, even Big Owl?
Yeah, you can make everyone breakfast.
Okay, I'm making everybody breakfast and coffee.
All right.
I want pancake with blueberry.
All right.
Oh, can I go forage some fruit from the orchard? Oh, like,
Yeah.
I'll
Forage.
help with
Okay.
I'll help with breakfast, but then also to just keep in our packs for extra food.
Yeah. Big Al would definitely be more than uh, open to that idea.
No. I thought you said forge, like Forge. Is like, how the fuck are you making food with an anvil?
Okay, that is a Bob's Burgers joke, and that happens. Like, well, it doesn't happen,
What?
but that same line, like, so they're like, yeah, they're just gonna go forage for stuff. And they're like, it's forage. Yeah, that's what I said, forage. And it's, oh my god, it's so funny.
Perky will be back. He's gotta go do the tinkles.
All right.
Tell me to get a funnel with a 2-liter.
Scarlet, as you prepare for everyone's breakfast, where do you get the water from? The kegs in Big Al's kitchen, or do you go out to the well?
In the kitchen.
Okay.
I'm not going to that well. Ever.
You don't know, you in character don't know anything different about that well. Obi and Jaraxus are the only two that are of knowledge.
But
But
also, she'd have to walk to the well, and that just
and
doesn't
the
seem like
water's
something she
already there.
wants to do.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say like, oh, it's because I know anything. No, it's just that's a long walk. That seems like it'd
Fair,
be a long walk,
fair enough.
especially by myself.
It being not only 10 feet, not even 10 feet outside of the house.
But it's morning time, and I haven't had my coffee.
Fair enough. As you all go throughout your breakfast day, and Big Owl finishes with Scarlet and Ginkgo with the cooking and prepping of morning meals. Big Al actually hands Lothar a map of the area,
Fancy.
and he says, "Y'all were looking for the orcs." Yep.
Yes, we are most definitely on search of where they are located at.
All right. Well, there's a place just to the south of here, just south of Old Owl Well, actually. Called it Wyvern Tor. It's in the Star Meadow Hills. It's where you're gonna be looking. Head back down south along the Tribord Trail. There's a little opening in the hills that you can go through, or you can head on up over the hills if you'd like. But either way, it'll get you there. And let me grab my pointer.
Okay, because I
Uh,
was sitting there looking on the map, I'm like, I don't see anything.
he would let you know that one, the ruins of Old Owl Well are right here. Can you see where I'm pointing? I know
Yeah,
it's an odd color for. Yep. And the orc camp that you're looking for, called Wyvern Tor, is here.
sorry, I'm moving things.
You're fine.
And the second one's the camp.
Yes. All right. I will alter them for you.
The name form's not showing up. Did I do something wrong on it, or?
You're fine. I just need to set up the nameplate like that. Should be. Oh, actually, need to do this. One sec. Yeah, you should be able to see the old Owlwell ruins now. And bad people camp.
Yep.
Let me check if there's anything else in the area he would inform you of. Yes, he would. Maybe one other thing he would inform you of. Says you should be able to see from the orc encampment an old set of ruins up near the top of the mountain range, the Sword Mountains down there. It's
I'll be right
old.
back. I gotta take the puppies out.
All right. It's old military encampment. Can't exactly recall the name right off, but he points out that. Let me double check on my map which one it's in. It's in that one. Cool. And it would say about right here. I'm not entirely sure what it was named, but it was an old military encampment. It's in ruins. You should be able to see it from the orc camp. Though
All right, I've labeled it.
you if you want to go up there to explore it, I recommend you find some nice thick winter clothes. It's mighty cold up there.
My sir, I greatly do appreciate all your hospitality and your helpfulness in these endeavors. Hopefully we can get there in enough time to retrieve our friend and find some safety for him.
Well, I hope you do just that. Other than that, I'm free to take food from my farm. I doubt you're going to be able to take enough with you to ruin my entire crop, so just take what you need.
My dear sir, I believe just a small couple of bushels will serve us fine. There's no need to take more than we can hold, or as it would begin to spoil as soon as we pull it off of the vine.
He nods.
My grandpappy always told me, fruit are like people. Yeah, they're very strong. They're viral. They are sturdy when they are with each other. Once they are separated, they slowly lose everything they once were.
Grandpappy was a smart man.
Did we help him bury the bodies last night, or we still have to do that?
Oh, he's gonna do that himself. You guys are more than uh willing and capable of helping him if you want. He's not gonna turn down the
I'll
offer
help
for
him.
help.
I'm
I
100%
killed a
helping.
lot, so I should help.
I'm 100% helping.
All right. Many hands makes light work, and you are all able to finish up the uh burying of bodies quite handily. Um, and eventually you are all able to head out. How much food, if any, are you going to take, and are you going to end up taking the final horse that was offered?
I would say the horse for sure. But I don't think when it comes to fruit, we should take more than maybe just a couple of bushels worth.
All right.
I mean, there's only so much that we can actually eat. Take the horse with us.
You can add 12 rations of, or 12, uh, 12 things of rations. However, if they are not eaten within the week, so 7 days, they are spoiled. Which, I mean, there's 6 of you, 7 if you count Lennar. It'll get done.
Quick question. Can we, as we're burying, are we burying the orc bodies, or what are we doing with them?
Uh, he's going to be burying all the bodies.
Can we get armaments from the orcs? I'm not going to take
Yeah.
any armaments from his people. Let them get buried with their stuff, whatever they had. But the armaments from the orcs.
Yeah, you would definitely be able to. What sort of things are you wanting from them? Just everything they have?
I mean, really, just weapons and armor.
All right.
And
So
then if they have,
Oh,
obviously any coins or something like that.
I was gonna say Scarlet could use some short swords.
Yeah. Well, we have 4 long swords in the cart right now. Oh, but she needs a short sword?
they didn't have short swords. They had axes.
No, I'm talking about from the last encounter. Yeah,
Oh,
coming up. We like in the cart. We have 4 long swords in the cart right now. We have 4
there would
chainmail.
be
Yeah, go for it.
there would be a total of 9 great axes, 18 javelins, and 9 ruined hide armors. So you kind of killed them. Their armor kind of banged up.
Could we piece together the hide armor for Lennar?
Lennar would look at the hide armor. I'm good. I'd like something a little bit more sturdy, if anything.
But hey, something at the moment's better than nothing.
Fair enough. Yeah. Do any of you have leather workers tools
Not
as a
I.
proficiency?
Negative. That would be my wife's shtick.
If no one does, then unfortunately, no, you would not be able to piece together some armor for him.
I don't know if I do. I just had to close my thing because I can't get my long rest button to work. So sorry, give me 1 second. No, I have herbalism and jewelers. Sorry, it took me a moment to load.
You're fine.
I don't think I have either. I can play the viol. That'll help.
Oh, that's one other question. Since I watched Katya and she taught me, do I gain proficiency in torturer's equipment?
Torturer's equipment is not a proficiency.
I just know how to be a sadistic bastard. Got it.
She was just trying to see if you would be willing and how far you would go.
Do you know one of the best torturers in hell ever was Dean Winchester?
I mean, actually, let me see if there would be an equivalent in terms of tools. I don't think there is. Let's see. Is Torturer's Kit part of the artisan tools? No. Not in the slightest. All right. So you all are free to do with what you will. What would you guys do for the day?
I
What is the
say,
plan?
I think the best thing we should do is get together and then start formulating a plan to go ahead and start moving. And then, because we need to leave quickly, we can't just sit there, and wait. My dear compatriots, I feel like the best course of action we need to do right now, we need to try. We had a couple of places. Big Al was very gracious to mark on my map. If we can make our way towards the old Owl Well ruins, and from there we shall be just shortly outside of where the encampment would be. It would be at least a 2 day ride to get there, as is. So it is best if we go ahead and get moving now, and that way we can make rest and make our way upon to the encampment as quickly as possible.
I agree. Like wholeheartedly, we should start working our way down south.
All right. All right. One moment while I pull it up.
How
All
long would
right.
I need to ride with Lothar to get his proficiency?
What's your intelligence modifier?
Zero?
All right. I do believe it's 5 weeks. Then let me pull up on.
I feel like with
Ooh,
my intelligence being zero, I feel like right now I'm in Forrest Gump, but like, finding out that Jenny had a kid with him, and he's like, is he smart or is he like me? Because I have a 10 intelligence, so you're like me, buddy. Welcome to the club.
10 is an average intelligence.
But in the D&D world, man, we dumb as shit.
I will tell you this. You have the same intelligence as an ancient dragon.
Okay, one of us is winning in a fight. We don't need intelligence.
I'm gonna say there is one of the ancient dragons has a 10 intelligence, and I'm just like, when I saw that, I was
How?
like,
How?
how? You have been alive for like over 1,000 years. How?
I mean, if you're that strong, who needs to be smart?
Pretty much.
I just blinked and I killed a town. I don't know what I did. I'm sorry.
Um,
Oh, did I drip all that acid down there? My bad.
my bad. I don't know where I put it. Do you believe it was 5 weeks? No, it was 10 weeks. Sorry, it was 10 weeks plus or minus your intelligence mod. So 10 weeks. Generally, training a skill is something you do on downtime. You are not in a position to do downtime.
Got it. Was just curious.
Yep.
I am back.
So, welcome back. So you can travel 4 hexes in a day, since one of these hexes are 6 miles across, and 24 is your normal pace that you guys have been going, unless you would like to go at a fast pace. Or if you feel like you're going into a dangerous territory, going at a slow pace would allow you 3.
Well, we're gonna do the ginkgo scouting ahead.
Okay.
Um, because we can make it to the ruins in 1 day's travel, right?
Yes, at a slow pace too.
Yeah, I'd prefer to do the slow pace to the old owl ruins, and then have ginkgo scouting ahead.
All right. Ginkgo, stealth and perception if you're going to be scouting ahead.
Sorry, stealth and perception. You said.
Yes. Stealth for scout for staying hidden, and perception for height, and for perception for keeping an eye out. All right. As you are traveling throughout this area, one of the things you notice is. Sorry, let me drag you the first hex. One of the things you notice is as you guys are traveling, it does get quieter. There's less forest life around, and you're getting into craggy hills, and while there's still trees and growth around you, it's not as towering as the trees north of Coneyberry. It's a lot of scrubland, a lot of scraggly, thin trees that peek out of mountainsides. Ginkgo, as you press the top of one of the hills, trying to remain hidden, one thing that you would notice is a speck in the sky that seems to be getting bigger. What do you do?
That's clearly something falling out of the sky, either being thrown or launched. I am gonna try and at least find some sort of cover, get under something, like if there's a tree, try and find a tree, try and figure out what exactly it is. But I want to move. I'm not gonna move towards it. I don't want to move forward wherever it's coming from.
Okay.
And kind of go prepare myself to go in a direction to go back.
It's getting big. Very big.
I'm gonna fucking hightail it back to the group.
You notice that it's green.
Do I know? Is it like just a sphere? Because I'm thinking it could be like fellfire, like green fire. Do I notice any limbs, any wings?
With that perception check, you would be able to notice that it is a winged something. It does have the same sort of profile as a bird, but it's still pretty far away.
Yeah, I definitely want to get cover, but I want to start heading back towards the group. So has it? Do I notice that it has seen me?
Lothar and everybody else with the group, you're also seeing this. It's not something that's trying to be hidden.
I stop the wagon. I immediately jump out.
All right. Ginkgo, you were saying?
I run back to the group because if I think I'm about what do we say I travel at, like 3 miles ahead of you guys?
A mile ahead
A mile,
is what
yeah.
I remember.
So I want to get back just so that I'm not caught too far away from them if it catches me.
You get back to the group and you see this giant winged lizard seem to slam down onto the mountain that you were just at, the hill.
Yeah, not.
This is something that you have heard of, but you have not seen before, not in person, maybe in a book. This is a dragon.
What color did you say?
Green.
Cool, chromatic. Let's go, baby.
Do they know he's there?
Probably. How far away is it from where we're standing?
It's about a mile. You're able to see it. It's not small.
We may have to go
You
back
okay
to
over
Coneyberry
there?
and circle around.
You see it look around for a moment before you hear the beat of its wings, even from this distance, and a distant roar. And it starts flying its way in your direction.
Motherfuck.
I think we need to hide and hide good.
We should have hit earlier. I'm still stealth.
Is there any way we can move the wagon and cart quickly? Like, is there any cover, overhang, odd
Make me a-
rock formation, cavern,
Make me a survival check.
We can hide in the temple.
and AT-AT? I don't give a shit.
AT-AT. Survival, not perception.
Damn it! I really want that roll. God, I really wanted that roll.
You are unable to find any sort of outcropping. However, Ginkgo is able to find an outcropping big enough for the cart and everything to get in.
Hey, move! Get under, quick!
Stealth?
If you'd like to stealth, yes.
Well, I wanna get under, but stealth.
Yeah, stealth. Obi, what are you doing?
I'm probably also gonna roll stealth.
Okay. All right. Draxus.
I'd get under the outcropping, but have the sword at the ready in case the thing does land. I mean, we're gonna have to fight.
Oh my god, that was amazing!
You out stealthed Obi. You out stealthed the road.
Oh god. I was so scared.
I'm going to, I guess, do the same, but pull out my javelin or my dagger.
All right. Draxus, are you stealthing?
I don't have good stealth. I already know I'm gonna fudge that roll, but
Look what I did. Look what I did.
All right. Let me just move you onto a map. Which map would fit this best?
A dragon? How about none of them? How about we just go on our merry way and it's a lovely day?
yeah, we're hidden.
This map.
No,
should-
we rolled stealth. It does not mean we're hidden.
Yeah.
We're hidden.
We will put you all. Can you all see the map?
I can.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll say y'all are right about here in this outcropping. If you'd like to place your tokens.
I would not.
Let's also put a Lennar in there. He also needs to roll some stealth.
How do I place my token out here?
You just click and drag it. You click your character sheet in the journal and you drag it onto the map. I don't know, why did you not drag?
I've always
No.
meant to ask. I have a shield, but is it like more like a buckler or like an actual shield?
The game doesn't specify, but it does make it where you can't hold something in that hand. So it's probably like if I recall, it's 6 pounds. So I'd say it's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of like a little bit bigger than a buckler, but smaller than like a full blown round shield. I don't know what that'd be. A targe, I think.
From what I was picturing, since I always use a two-handed sword, like given the fact it's a dragon, like wait, green ones don't breathe fire, do they?
You don't know. You can make me
I
a
mean,
nature check if
I
you want
mean,
to know.
I know, but did my character know?
Make me a nature check. Okay. 16, Draxus.
Dragon bad thing.
Since
Uh,
I have animal handling, would I know?
It would be a nature check, not an animal handling check. Lothar, you have no idea.
With a 16, do I know?
You do. I will wait until if anybody else wants to roll.
What are we rolling?
Ginkgo definitely knows.
Nature?
Yep.
For shits and gigs, why not? I don't roll.
Boom!
So,
Thank you. Thank you.
Draxus, Ginkgo, and Triss.
I'll be here
All
all
three
week.
of you know. Lothar, you don't know. You know that dragons are meant to be avoided for a reason. Jaraxus, Ginkgo, and Triss. You all would know that green dragons are an interesting sort of dragon as they do not breathe fire. Instead, they breathe chlorine gas.
Smells like swimming pool.
Highly, highly toxic, poisonous chlorine gas.
And that's why we're not fighting it. We're gonna hide.
We're dead.
Obi's apparently hidden so well that he's not on the map.
Hold on. Is that the thing? Private, where were you at camouflage? Or Private, I didn't see you at camouflage training today. Thank you, sir.
Let's drag a Scarlet, an unwilling Scarlet, and an unwilling Obi onto the map. Place yourselves as you wish to be placed.
Place myself as I wish to be placed. Can I place myself not on this map and running the fuck away?
Unfortunately, no.
You like re-rolling characters? You can re-roll a character.
I do
would
have
like,
an idea for a backup.
I would like to climb the tree.
All right, make me an
Is that a
athletics check.
bush?
Climb a tree. It's a very scraggly tree, and you get about halfway up before it starts bending under your weight.
Hide.
All right. I am going to give the rest of you one more action before it gets here. You all have hidden, so you cannot re-hide. Is there anything else anyone would like to do? Lothar, anything?
Yeah, hold on.
You should probably tuck further back in here. That's what you should do.
Oh. I made myself button horrible, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm gonna hold an action.
Oops, my bad.
I'm gonna hold an action to cast Divine Favor. If we're spotted by the dragon.
All right.
Can I
Scarlet.
help camouflage people? Like, because I have my scout stuff. Like, I'm just a scout. Is there anything I can do to, like, can I help break down twigs, cover people, like, to increase our
Considering
hiding?
your background, I will say you can choose one person, and they are allowed to re-roll their stealth check.
Who had the lowest in the end? Because I don't always understand. Is it Draxus? Looks like he's.
It was Duraxis. He got a 10. However, if he rolls lower, he does need to choose a new lower roll.
Okay, and then because then
Do you still want to help
Bailey and
him?
Obi were also right at 11 as well. Like they were at 11, and he was at a 10. I might.
I have a question. Can I use my inspiration to give Ginkgo to inspire Ginkgo to be able to help multiple people?
I'll allow it.
All right. All right, so I'm taking off inspiration. This is what I'm gonna go. My dear Ginkgo, you are very skilled in this, and you are able to get all these people secured and safe. Please help the best you can, the most you can. And I know you can. I love you dearly, and I believe in your abilities more than anything in this world.
So how many people can I help? Everyone?
You can help 2 people. Lothar's inspiration allowed you to help 1 extra person.
Okay.
Draxus is at 10. Scarlet has it at 11. Obi is at 11.
I feel like I should help Draxus, but I'm also so afraid of him rolling lower. Statistically, I'm gonna help Draxus. And
Alright.
then Bailey and Obi both have the same modifier. So Bailey, Obi, which one of you feels like you want to roll again?
What are we rolling again for?
Ginkgo's assisting to help you guys re-roll his stealth check.
Brock just shouted he cast guidance. Sorry, he's grabbing a beer.
Brock cast guidance on himself for the.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, Bailey can reroll.
I was gonna say you, but okay.
All right. Scarlet, you may re-roll your stealth. Draxus, Ginkgo's trying to help, and he's doing a good job. It's just you're bright red in an area of green. There's not much that can be done. And the fact that Ginkgo is splitting his attention between Scarlet and Draxus doesn't exactly help. No, he'd be beyond help if he rolled a natural one. All right.
I was gonna say, if I rolled a 1, I'd just be standing out in the field being like, what you guys talk about a dragon?
Scarlet, what would you like to do for your final action before the arrival?
Can I break some branches and lay down?
Break some branches and lay down
and
what?
Lay down on my stomach and cover myself in some branches.
That would be part of your stealth check. I'm asking if there's anything else.
No, unless I can dig a hole and just lie in it.
All right. I still need a roll for Draxus.
Question. We have long swords in the cart, don't we?
Yes.
Can I get one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go get one and go back.
You can grab a great axe if you wanted. You also got great axes.
You should have a great axe, by the way.
Great axes are fantastic on barbarians, honestly.
I'll get that.
Yeah, it's literally one of the best weapons for a barbarian.
All right, it is the best weapon for a barbarian. I don't know what you're talking about. One of.
Well, because you get 2d6 for a great sword.
Yeah, but brutal critical that barbarians get, if it's 2d6, you only get
Oh.
one extra d6
Oh yeah.
versus an entire d12. Also, Lennar needs to roll his stealth. Lennar, stealth. 13. All right.
I took one great axe out of the cart, so Bailey can add it to the inventory.
Yep. Triss, is there any final things that you would like to do for the arrival?
Pray to your God.
That's what I've been trying to figure out for the last little bit.
Do you want me to come back to you?
Maybe.
All right. Draxus.
Yes.
Is there anything that you would like to do for your final action before the arrival?
No, that's why I was wondering if they breathe fire, because if so, I was going to try to use my shield as a blockade, but I don't think that would help against chlorine. Would, like, covering our faces help with that at all, or is that just going to go right through?
You don't know?
Is there a shimmer of the on the green hide, or is it more of a matte color?
Let me check. Because I don't remember on that. On, like, what that... I know what you're referencing, but I can't
Yep.
remember what that's referencing. Like, which way is which?
All right, so I don't know if it changed in 5th ed, but chromatic were always evil and metallic are always good. So emerald would be good, but green would be bad or evil.
Okay, it's matte. I thought you were talking about age that you were looking for.
No, well, you can find it in the scales, but you got to be close to it for the scales to see that.
Yeah.
There's no way you could pick that off from distance unless you're like epic level and shit.
Yeah. It is a dark green.
Oh yeah, they're definitely not emerald. Okay, cool. Good talk.
And how do I add the great axe to her inventory?
I can do it real quick.
Yeah, I was gonna say go to the bottom of your items and hit the plus sign. You should be able to just add it.
Yeah, but
I
you
can
can
just
also
drag it
you
from
can
the
drag it
menu.
over. Yeah.
I can spell great. It has an E in it. It's not grat. It's not a grat axe.
Graph axes are heard of the best axes.
Okay, Big Al.
Scientifically proven.
Alright, great axe has been added. It deals 1d12 the damage. But it must be wielded in 2 hands.
Yeah, that's how barbarians do it.
Needs more Titan's room.
Alright. Draxus.
So, is this dragon evil or is it not? Because you were talking about the thing and I kind of got confused.
Well, our characters don't currently know that, so
Yeah.
it's
You
just a wait
don't
and see.
know. However, I would say with the rolls that Draxus, Ginkgo, and Triss made, the vast majority of green dragons are evil, yes. They are very arrogant, full of themselves, and for a reason, because they are an apex predator at the top of the food chain.
They spicy.
Get wrecked full.
For Obi's final action before it arrives, seeing this tree just bend under my weight, he's not very confident in it. So instead, he's going to attempt to climb this tree as the last resort. He kind of wants an aerial advantage.
All right. I'll say make me another athletics.
Come on, don't suck.
It didn't suck.
You're able to climb up it. You are now in a tree.
So I guess we all need to agree. Are we going to try to hide first, or are we going to go out swords dueling?
We are hiding the fuck out.
We
of
can
this.
avoid fighting.
I'm hiding.
Triss, last action.
I don't think I can do anything. I guess other than like cover my mouth and nose with fabric.
All right, yeah. So Draxus and Triss are covering their mouth and nose. Cool. Good to know. As you all prepare yourselves, you notice that that one dragon that was flying towards you splits off, and there's now a smaller one still there that lands. It's about the size of a horse.
Juvenile, let's fucking do some shit.
It lands and starts looking around before getting an eye on you, Draxus. As you definitely are very out in the open, and begins talking. Draxus, well, actually, I should say anyone. Does anyone here speak Draconic?
That'd be a negative Ghost Rider.
No.
Yes, I do.
All right, Triss, and anybody else who would speak Draconic, you would hear this dragon say, "Meet while you stand out in the middle of open. You hide, you're supposed to hide. Make hunt good."
I was gonna kind of stare at it because I don't know what it's saying.
And starts clambering up towards you. Oh well. Easy food is easy food. And it goes to
Um,
Yeah.
Do I get my my ready to action?
yes.
Okay.
I need
So I'm using cast of divine favor on my weapon.
all right. One moment. While I bring something out. Why did you not come out? Come out, please. Roll 20. Stop being stupid.
You
Yes,
said
I'm
no.
reloading. Let's try this again. Sorry, I'm trying to get out a template so I can see how much area something will cover.
You're fine.
And it's not wanting to get dragged out. There we go. All right. Do. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I need Lennar, Draxus, Ginkgo, Lothar, and Triss to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Well, fuck.
All right. And Lenore. Shift layer 2 back so I can grab the Lenore. How's everyone doing?
Well, better if I didn't roll a 1 on a Constitution saving throw from a green dragon.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just, minor things.
All right, so Jaraxxus, Triss, and Ginkgo will take half damage. Lothar and Lennar, being pretty much point blank, will have to take full damage.
Yep.
All right, so that will be 43 damage to Lothar and Lennar. So does that kill Lennar instantaneously?
It's not double. Double would have been 48.
It would be. So no, Lennar's still alive. You're downed. We'll not do the X. X is a little bit permanent. Jaraxxus, Ginkgo, Triss, you take half damage, so each of you will only take 21 damage each.
Only.
Hi, my lovely wife.
Hurt you.
I like how you walk all the way out from the room to come over here to say that. I rolled a random encounter, and this is what the random encounter was.
I can feel the death stare from here.
So, Lothar, Lennar, since you both will be making death saving throws, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Don't worry, guys. If he kills anybody, he's sleeping on the couch tonight.
It's a very comfy couch.
No, it's not.
I know it's terrible. It's not. It is. You will break your spine.
Initiative.
And Lennar.
So, question: can Lennar speak dragon?
Yeah, Lennar can speak dragon.
That's what I thought, but wasn't sure.
Can I
Triss.
try to talk to the dragon?
Triss, you speak dragon. This dragon is yeah, it's right there. It just took out 2 of your friends. What are you gonna do?
Fucking dragon. Does charm person work for dragons?
Charm person works for humanoids, not dragons.
Has anyone ever seen a Harry Potter musical?
Sorry, what was it?
A Harry Potter musical?
I hear such good things, but I have not actually watched it.
There's a dragon song. That's the only thing that came into my mind. What? What the fuck, dragon?
It raises its head and looks up towards you.
We're not meat. We're broccoli.
It cocks its head at you. Make me a deception check.
Oh god.
Wow.
I think I can. I'll see myself out.
Yeah, no, it looks at you and just kind of like it looks at you more confused than anything else. It knows that you're not, but at the same time it's just like, why do you believe this so fervently?
These guys are killing Perky, man. God. You're killing Perky over here.
We would taste bad to dragons, and not be good for growing young things like yourself.
The dragon just kind of looks over, sees the fact that Lennar is down, uh, and Lothar and the lot of you. Just kind of looks, walks up, and it's going to put a talon on Lothar.
Fuck, I do this bitch.
And a talon on Lennar.
What did he ever
Not
do to this bitch?
it sits down it sits down almost like a cat. I say as a cat hops up onto me and begins licking my shirt. Hi, Pixel. It sits down almost like a cat, folding its wings behind its back, pulling Lennar and Lothar in close, and putting a talon on each of their necks. It wraps its tail around itself. Okay, then, broccoli.
Celery, gotta be VeggieTales.
If you're not tasty, then perhaps you can offer yours. Perhaps you can offer something that would be tasty. I don't mind choking down meat that I don't like, but in preference, I would rather have a good meal.
Like,
What do you have to offer? Obi, it's your turn. What do you do?
Uh, would it be able to hear me from this range?
Yep.
I tell him that, well, from where we're just coming from, there's like 9 dead orc bodies. Very fresh. Big, meaty.
It nods. Father and I were hunting orcs down south. They hid away in their holes. Plus, some of them were spoiled. Reeked of death, long death. Obi, this thing is talking in common now. You can understand it.
Well, from the sounds of it, whatever you ate had been dead for a good week. These things were just freshly killed yesterday.
It nods. Lothar, make me a death saving throw. 2 GM. Roll it privately, please.
All right, I don't know how to do that.
/GM roll. All one word. 1d20. Okay. Mark down on your sheet the result. Draxus. What do you do as this worm stands before you? Worm is in like dragon, not the thing in the dirt.
So Katya said I could call on her, right? Like, how would that work per se? Would they have to come out of that well and then get to us, or would they just show up here?
You don't know.
And also, I can't use lay on hands to save both of them discreetly, so they stop using death saves, can I?
You can make me a sleight of hand check. A 4 would not make it. You don't have the time to add guidance in this check. You would definitely be seen. Heck, even with that extra 3, you'd be seen.
Okay, well, I would walk up respectfully, kneel down, just like to show, like, not really a threat, and pretty much say the same thing that Obi did, that if you leave us be, like, we're not a threat to you, we're coming just to save a friend of ours, that there's, heck, I think there's even meat in our cart we could possibly offer him as payment to leave.
Make me a persuasion check. It nods and it takes a talon off of Lennar.
So, question.
Yeah.
Green dragons are very, what do you say, like, prissy, or, like, pretty much, like, feel like they're privileged?
They are arrogant. They are full of themselves. They know they are an apex predator, and they leverage that.
So, would they, like, praise?
You can try it. Lennar's turn. Lennar does not have Drex. You don't have enough time with all that to do your lay on hands. You'd have to do that next turn. But let us see what Lennar shall roll. You're making it very hard to DM, Cat. We'll just go on to Ginkgo. What do you do?
I think what's making it hard to DM is that you're lying down on the oh,
Let's see. Well, I'm thinking about doing Flurry of Blows because I can do one of my unarmed strikes as a hand healing on Lothar. Because if I take a hit, I'm dying anyway. Anyone else takes a hit, we're pretty much dying anyway. I don't think we could do enough damage to kill this dragon, so this is going to be a multiple character death. So I'm just, yeah. I don't see a way out of this, so I'm basically gonna go down swinging.
Should play
I
nice.
mean, at the moment, people are talking to it.
Brave cake?
Play nice.
Just because you are in initiative does not necessarily mean you are fighting.
I'm gonna persuade it to give me my husband back so I can bring him back to me.
Sure, what do you say?
I just start mimicking the cry of a baby. And I just point at Lothar.
Make me a persuasion check. And shakes his head. No, I think I'm going to hold on to this one until negotiations are done. And it kind of pulls Lothar in closer, sits up on its back legs, and kind of cradles him in one arm, close to its chest.
Wait, are these dragons like any other cliche dragon? Do they like gold?
With your 19, you would know that, yes, dragons tend to like gold.
Got it. Bribe the dragon.
Scarlet, what do you do?
Wait, is the cart near us?
Yeah, you would have to get. I am assuming that the cart is going to probably be like back here, dashed in the back.
Do I have any meat as my ration?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna grab like a piece of meat of like my rations, and we'll go up to it and like offer it to the dragon and be like, "You're a really good, pretty dragon, aren't you?"
it looks at you almost appalled that you spoke to it in such a disrespectful manner, as if it was a pet.
I meant it more respectfully, but okay.
If you are to offer me something, you will offer me something while you are on your knees.
I'm just gonna get on my knees.
Good.
You have really pretty scales.
It smiles and takes your offering.
Can I please have my friend back? And then I will go to the cart and get you more as a trade.
Triss, it is your turn.
Tell them I'm really fun at parties and that they should let me go because I tell the greatest anecdotes at the end of the evening, which really flares out the night, you know?
Kaylin's dying in real life.
Gas was real in real life.
Why do I feel like with this being a young dragon, he's just being a downright douche because he's young?
That's just dragons. Even the good ones are douches. It's fun.
I don't know how I'm going to beat the whole broccoli comment, honestly.
Say we have parasites. Say we have rabies. Something. Like we have a deadly disease that if he eats us, he dies.
Those two are sickly. That's why they went down so quick. You would get ill eating them.
I would gasp if I was awake.
And yet your companion offers me freshly dead corpses that are a day old.
Yes, and they were big, strong, healthy orcs. This is a weak little kobold and a human.
Make me another deception check.
Get any better than that?
I'll say at advantage. Considering you've got the entire party that's kind of like backing you up, you're getting this dragon in a good mood.
Let's fucking go.
Kind of sniffs at Lothar and just kind of like drops him and kicks him towards Ginkgo. Very well. You may have your sickly companions. But, turns to Scarlet, you offered more food. I would rather more food than having to go dig up corpses. I'm a hunter, not a scavenger. It's just going to sit down and wait. Bring me your offerings, and you may live. Do not, and I will punish you accordingly. Obi, what do you do?
So we do actually have meat in the cart.
Yeah, you have meat in the cart. You've got a horse, you've got the oxen that are pulling the cart, you've got your
Thank you.
rations.
We have 2 dead horses back at the farm. Well, I know Big Al got some meat off of them, but I don't know how much is left.
Yes, but we're a ways away from Al, so I'm pretty sure he wants this offering right now.
Horse be enough.
Okay, let's put up a vote. Are we actually going to sacrifice the horse?
Or
Well,
perhaps the oxen that are pulling your cart.
Or perhaps what?
The oxen that are pulling your cart.
Fine. I asked the dragon if a horse would be a suitable offering for it.
It ponders. A horse would be good, yes.
Now, you said you are a hunter, not a scavenger, correct?
Correct. It smiles. Do you like my teeth and my claws?
I've
Can
seen
rend
bigger.
one of your kind into ribbons in a single swipe.
Yeah, whatever. What I'm getting at is would you rather me just bring the horse to you and you eat it right there? Or let it free so you can chase after it?
And
Which would be more
ponders this.
entertaining?
I think it running would be more entertaining.
Alrighty. Obi climbs down from the tree, goes over to the horses, and like, I'm sorry to have to do this to you, lad, but we're in a tough spot. And I just cut the rope that's keeping it attached to the car and let it run.
All right. Lothar, need another one. Remember how to do it?
It was roll DM, right?
Slash GM roll. All one word. Okay. Mark that down on your sheet. You've got one more. Draxus. You see your horse head out, running as fast as it can to get away from this. Grab a horse. It begins running. What do you do? You can only choose one. Who do you feel is more important? Okay.
I mean,
Lothar, you're back up. How much hit points are you putting in, Draxus?
I was gonna hand a healing my husband because I'm now touching him. Just saying it'd be better to use it on Lothar. I mean, not Lothar, Lenar.
All right. Lenar kicks back to life with a gasp. Okay. He just kind of lays on the ground. Dragon. Thank you for not killing us all. Ginkgo, it's your turn. What do you do?
Hand a healing on Lothar.
All right. Spin to the key point. And then roll me your heals.
And that's just straight up amount, right? I don't have to do the roll.
Can you click the thing?
It's my martial arts die, which I don't have, which we've just been using the.
It's 1d4.
unarmed.
That is your martial arts die. Your unarmed is your martial arts die. So it's 1d4 plus your wisdom. So Lothar, you come back to consciousness with 4 hit points.
my dears, I do greatly appreciate it. And honestly, it's a lot less troubling than when Draxus brings me back.
With no more death saves, I'm going to remove the turn order. The green dragon watches the horse run away for a bit. I think a head start would be more fun. Do you have anything else to offer me before I head out? Oh, how kind and generous. Kind of looks at that and just kind of looks up at you, expecting more.
Nope.
Now I've got gold. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just out of curiosity, Obi, goes, well, this is actually the first time I've ever seen a green dragon. So, a question or two, if you mind.
It kind of looks over at you. You may ask your question, little dwarf.
You seem to have some sort of a chemical type breath attack. Am I correct?
Yes.
So, when you go hunting, does that mean you have to kill it by using your claws? Or does using your breath attack affect the taste of the kill?
It does, but it's no more an issue for me as spitting on your food before you eat it would be for you.
And finally, what is your name, if you don't mind?
It smiles wide. You can call me Venom Fang.
I shall, I shall remember that. And I think you might want to go after that horse by now. I can barely see the tail behind it.
Can I ask a favor before you leave?
Ask.
May I touch you? Because I'm very curious of how you feel.
You wish to know how I feel?
Yes.
Make me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
One second.
It looks at you and it takes a swipe at you with its tail. Does a 12 hit you? You are able to dodge out of the way of its tail as it swings it by lazily. You may not. I grow tired of this. I'll take your gold.
Yeah, and it
Draxus,
seems like you
how do
might
you
want to be
offer
quick.
how do you offer the gold? You see Venom Fang very gently, almost gingerly, pick up the stack of gold pieces between its tail, or between its talons, then palm it and then hold it, just like a normal human being would hold something in their hand before it turns, flaps its wings once, twice, thrice before the wind fully catches and it launches itself away from all of you. As it goes off for the horse, leaving the rest of you alive, if not worse for wear. Lenar chokes out. I don't think I want to be an adventurer anymore.
My dearest Lena, that has be tough, but it's about venturing for the greater good.
I just
Does the
collapse onto
greater
my
good
back.
does the greater good make me have to cough up blood on a regular basis?
I wouldn't say regular basis, but it is a hazard of the job, though it is.
He rolls over and slowly stands up.
All right. If we ever run into Venom Fang again, I'm going the other way.
I can respect that decision.
You know, hopefully if we run into any other dragon again, it is the one that we already made happy.
So, as you all survive your encounter with Venom Fang, what do you do next?
But I can prayer of healing this son of a bitch. See if I can
Yeah.
get some hit points back.
Lenar says, I think I'm going to have to sit on a rock for a little bit.
Alright, I'm casting prayer of healing.
All right. Oh, dang. Yeah, everyone who's missing hit points regains 14. So that's 5 people missing hit points at the moment.
We almost might want, because of the damage we took, stay here, make camp, and stay here for the night.
Dude, you just set out.
I mean, but the problem, I don't know what's facing us when we get to the ruins. That was our halfway point.
You can also short rest. You don't need to spend your long rest.
Then let me short rest. I'm going to use 2 hit die.
Does anybody else would like to short rest?
I'm just gonna go to Lennar and short rest and give him comfort.
You, by the way, you don't need to say how many hit dice you're using. Just roll until you're satisfied.
That was exactly what I needed.
So, out of curiosity, what is the level where you can actually attempt to go after a dragon?
Depends on the dragon.
Okay, well, if we had gone out sword swinging, did we stand a chance against that one?
No, hell no.
Then why the fuck did you let us attack it to begin with?
You didn't attack it.
I mean, have us counter it. Whatever.
Because not everything in this world is something that you can fight immediately. Not everything can be solved with violence.
That's why I'm like, we need to play nice, and we need to play nice now. Kneel down, let it have its way with us. It doesn't matter.
I'm very sure that Perky can attest that in Baldur's Gate, which is a D&D video game.
Oh, I know. I just installed it and played a little bit of it.
Not everything is you're fighting this.
Alright.
Nope, some of it includes lying.
Now that we have healed ourselves slightly, and rested for a short period. I think we need to make our ways to the ruins so we can get camp set up for the evening.
All right. Let me drag you back to the world map.
Which, it sucks. I'd have loved to have added a dragon head to my collection along with Clark.
I said let me drag you to the world map. Roll 20, please and thank. There we go. It'd be like adding a horse head to the collection. You gonna have a horse head dangling from your horse?
I'm going Witcher style with this. It's going to be added to the cart. It's going to be added to the horse. It's going to be added to the belt. It's like gloating rights of don't mess with me.
All right. Your next hex. Which one?
Straight south.
Straight south. All right. You don't seem to encounter anything besides wreckage, ruin, and destruction. You do notice that the scent of death does get stronger.
Alright, move into the ruins.
Ginkgo, as you are scouting ahead, you do happen to notice that there are signs of activity before you even get there. It
Like
seems
movement
that
or campfires?
both campfires and movement. You see, scouting into the area, the ruins of an old, what looks to be watchtower of sorts, sitting atop a hill. And within the grounds of that watchtower, you see a tent set up with a little fire crackling outside of it.
How big's the tent? Is it like one person, two person? Is this a 10-person tent? Is it just a single tent, or is there multiple further back?
It's a pretty big tent, but it's not like huge. It could probably house maybe 4 people at absolute most.
Do I see any mounts of any kind, or carts, or any travel equipment?
No. I'll drag you onto the map so you can see what's going on. As I bring out. Where are you? That's creatures, that's characters. The one, the only, the Ginkgo. There you go, Ginkgo.
You said the fire's lit.
The fire is lit.
Do I need to roll stealth again? I was going to not get too close, but just see if I can get close enough. If I hear voices, how many distinct voices? Do I understand the languages? Did anyone go off to take a piss? All that good shit.
Dynamic lighting was supposed to be on. Sorry about that.
I wasn't even paying attention.
Did my dynamic lighting go away?
Now it did. I just looked up, but I'm scrolled in on the very corner, I'm guessing, because all I see is grass.
1 second. Yep. The work that I did for dynamic lighting went away. Well, sad. There's supposed to be dynamic lighting, so like the walls were there and all that fun jazz.
No worries. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and creep close to wherever the tent is. Not like actually up to the tent, but just as close as I can get. Still having some cover.
Yeah, make me
Listening
a
for how
stealth
many
check.
voices.
24, you are able to be traveling up unheard. At least as far as you're aware. The smell of death lingers around this area quite heavily.
Do I hear any voices or creature sounds?
You hear shuffling,
But no speaking voices.
a little bit of
Zombies. Shuffling zombies. um With that incredibly high stealth, I am going to creep around, not going in any buildings or anything, but creep around
fair.
trying to see if I can see anything through cracks in the walls, all that good shit.
You do happen, after a little bit, to see something that you would recognize from your time in the war. A wizard of Thay. This individual is bald-headed with tattoos on top of his head, wearing long red robes. He happens to have a spell book in one of his hands, and he walks over to what looks to be a corpse on the ground, and he begins muttering some incantations as that corpse rises up to become a zombie. What
And
do
I
you do?
only see the one. I only see the one caster, and then the zombie.
At the moment, yes.
I am going to walk around the perimeter of the entire building itself, again looking into all the cracks and crevices that are, broken down walls. Just make a circle around the building and then go back to the group with any information.
Getting to about here, you'd be able to peek over the wall to realize that the tower that the wizard is causing this, or is directing this zombie to go into, is absolutely packed with undead.
Oh joy. Do I get an accurate count, or is it just there's too many bodies in there to necessarily count?
Make me a perception check. You would count 12 figures milling about.
I'm gonna continue walking around the perimeter, checking that there's not a broken down wall on the backside of the watchtower.
There does not seem to be. It seems to be only one way in.
Okay, then I'm going to go back to the group and report.
All right. Ginkgo comes back to you all to report what he had seen. Ginkgo, as you're leaving, the mage seems to go back into his tent. Yeah, that's what you happen across, Ginkgo.
Oh, do I know what? So I know what that type of wizard is. As a non character. So are they evil? Are they good? Are they completely neutral? Like what are they? Like
So,
one.
a Thayan wizard is a wizard from the nation of Thay. Who would have known? It's like saying an American man. They tend to be more evil aligned. However, there have been good Fae in the past, but considering the nation they come from is the kind of nation where necromancy is not outlawed, where it is ruled by a council of 8 mages, one of which is a lich. It is a place where slavery is a legal thing. You buy people there. They're not exactly good. They have made attacks on the Sword Coast, which is the area you guys are in, for the means of gaining land.
But to be fair, always being not exactly good does not mean he's necessarily a bad one either.
I was just joking with Brian. I was like, I should just start walking up to places because I have a speed of 40. I should just start walking up to places like at maximum range, and be like, "Hey, you good?" And then just run away and then see who follows and if they're evil.
All right, so what do you do?
I mean, taking care of the necromancer in this place was a quest that we got, wasn't it?
It was. It was a quest that Lothar was asked to do, actually.
What I'm going to recommend is we go in there, basically guns blazing. So anyway, I started blasting, and but we go in, we get people on that doorway and start killing zombies as they leave. The other us take out the mage, but if we let the zombies get out of that watchtower, we'll have to deal with so many at a time. But otherwise, we can keep them contained and just start bottlenecking them.
Alright, but first, if we're gonna do this, Obi would like to go around the surroundings, seeing if you can find sticks and sharpened stones to potentially make extra arrows with.
Yeah, make me a survival check. We'll say you're able to make 5 arrows. They're pretty crude, but they'll do the job.
Given me and Lothar being able to use light to kill zombies easier, we should probably be the ones to bottleneck the door.
All right.
That red wizard of Thay must die.
Who wants to be on doorway duty? We shall probably stealth, try and approach quietly so we can get the time to get to the doorway.
Hey, bird. I've got a question.
Sure, what's up?
Because I haven't raged in a while.
Yeah.
I got my ring.
We know.
Obi, fuck off. I haven't raged in a while since I got my ring. Does my ring
Yeah.
have it?
You don't know. You've not really done anything with your ring. You haven't tried to figure out what it does. Would you like to try to figure out what it does before the
Yes.
attack? Yeah. So, taking some time to like look over the ring and try to figure out what it does. You look on the inside of the ring, and there are runes there that you don't recognize their meaning. But as you look at it, because you've had it on you for so long, the meaning seems to come to you without you understanding what is written. It's a very odd sort of thing. It simply says, "Call upon me when you need a friend."
Okay.
What do you do?
I'm gonna call upon it.
You slip the ring on your finger and you hold out your hands and you call upon whatever this magic is. And inside your hands, a light forms, swirls, and begins to take shape. Long and slender at first before the body begins to bulk out, and wings spread out from either side. And before you realize it, inside of your hands lies a tiny, sleeping dragon. It yawns, it makes a little squeaky noise, and looks up and it blinks tiredly at you. And then it gives you a little bit of a smile.
Guys, I want a dragon. Guys, I have a dragon.
I a big fucking dragon I got. Oh my
It's
god.
not the size of it, but I wanted y'all to be able to see it proper. Scarlet, you know that this dragon's name is Saphira.
One little pepper.
Oh yeah, that's right. I almost forgot about that. Turkey is Bay over there crying right now. Dude, I remember having this conversation in the break room at work. It's like, that was a while ago. I almost forgot about it.
When you've had a moment and you're all right, you can come back to us, all right?
Hopefully that wasn't too much.
Well, anyway, it's actually almost midnight, so do you want
I
to
think
keep
this will be
going
a
or
good point. I think this will be a good point to
stop
call
going?
it a night.
Yeah.
They were happy tears. Like she's not upset.
Oh, we
Uh,
knew.
yeah,
Wait, it actually does something? What does it do?
it does stuff. Yeah,
What does it do? Or
it's
am
a
I gonna have to
dragon.
find out? Oh, it's an actual. Oh, it's a real dragon.
But
Yeah.
yeah, well, so the image popped up, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Why does it look familiar? Then he said the name, and that fucking memory popped back. It's like, oh, fuck yeah.
Say something, Dave.
But yeah, I think that'll be a good place for us to leave it.
All right.
Well, she wants to say something. She's trying to control herself.
It's not. It's fine. Take your time. I'm also gonna put this in your inventory as well, Perky, so you can your inventory, uh, your control as well, Perky. That way you can take a look at it, and if you need to control it as well.
So I'm guessing like can breathe fire and stuff.
Nope.
Oh, just simply like there. Gotcha.
You can if you click on it, you can see its character sheet now. It don't do a lot, but it's still a friend.
Ah, there it is. Gotcha. So can it die, or did just like you had to resummon it?
If you get a wizard to get the ring identified, you get a full description of what this does. Maybe one day Lennar will be able to identify things for you. At the moment, he cannot. But yeah, good game, everyone. I'm gonna wait until Bailey's able to say what uh, she wants to say before I head out. If anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns,
Nah,
that as well.
luscious.
You say luscious?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Nah, it's been luscious. I love it. It's
Oh,
been great.
hopefully the dragon didn't scare y'all too much.
Oh, I'm
I
legit
will
with
end
it.
you.